Alright, hello and welcome to yet another game of Dotp.Tryhards versus Standard Deviants Noobs 15, aka just Dotp versus Standard Deviants. I am Mercinity, and my co-host is Jekyll, and we have a nice stats person this time, so we're actually pretty official. Saint Alia, something, something, I should be more professional about this. Saint Alia of the Knife. Alright, cool. And, as we begin, Dotp.Tryhards banning out the Venomancer that caused them so many problems in the last game. Of course, Dotp did end up winning last game, but both teams banning out the strengths of the last game. And a Doom first pick, not surprising at all. Doom, we saw Doom first banned in the first round, and quite a good hero. Good hero. That's all I got to say. Good hero. What do you think, Jekyll? You think Doom is the pick here, first pick?
You might want to check out your mic settings because I don't think it's working very well.
How do you mean? Can you not hear me?
Unless that's just me.
It should be working fine. But if it's not, I don't know. I mean, I didn't change anything.
Yeah, I see your mic's not working.
Is it working? I mean, it's working on everything else. Okay, well, I'm just gonna talk and hopefully it'll be fixed later. Alright, Ogre Magi, first pick. Ogre Magi quite good against Doom just because he is tanky, and he can bully Doom in lane until Doom has high levels of burning ground, burning earth. What is it called? Burning... Nope. Scorched Earth. That's what it is. Scorched, some kind of fire. Very fiery hero. And as we go along, we'll see their second pick. Ogre Magi also has a lot of versatility. He can do very well in an aggro duo lane or an aggro tri lane. And he also is just fine as a melee, as a support rather. Okay, well. I guess I'll reconnect. Is this any better?
I heard you for a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah,
How's it going? Is it working? I don't know. I'm not going to deal with this problem. I will...
It might be me, so I'll try reconnecting.
Okay, yeah, I don't care. Okay. Winter Wyvern coming out also from the Tryhards. Winter Wyvern, good hero. Very popular first round band in the first phase of last game. Popular pick just in general. I know it's a comfort pick for a lot of players, myself included, and it offers a lot to the team. Just in general. Lich, also coming out from the Standard Deviants. We saw Lich used to not insignificant effect in the first game by the Tryhards. Played by Roland. And Broodmother coming out, much to the chagrin of our stats person. But, you know.
Yeah, I still can't hear you.
Okay, well, that's a personal problem. Alright, going on, again, Earthshaker band. Okay, whatever. And TA banned by the Tryhards. TA was used quite well last game. Not surprisingly that you'd ban the stuff that you did not play well against last time. Okay. Sorry about this. We are figuring out mic issues because apparently my cocaster cannot hear me. Yeah, I will go and mumble. Let's see.
You were unsuppressed.
And I will go on open mic. Sorry, I need a second to figure this out. I'm going to turn on my open mic. One moment. Configure settings. Audio output. Okay, alright. Okay, can you hear me? Is this fine in Mumble? Is this fine in Mumble? God damn it, okay. I actually really don't care at this point. Okay, whatever. Lena coming out from the... Oh, were you talking to me in this? Well, whatever, okay. Lena coming out from the Tryhards, very good hero, popular hero. I don't know Fafnir, I'm sure plays Lena, but I don't know how much he plays Lena. Viper coming out from the Standard Deviants. Viper was banned last game because the team with TA banned it, and you know, Viper, a good hero. He fares pretty well against Lena, but Lena also, just because of her range, does quite well. Bristleback coming out. Bristleback, solid against, I don't know, none of them, really. Okay, I really don't know what to tell you, Jekyll. Okay. I mean... Let's see. Oh, okay, alright. How about this? How about now?
Right, that's good.
Okay, alright. Everything is not fixed, but it's kind of fixed.
Not fixed.
Alright.
Should be fine.
I mean, I have not changed any of my settings, so I really don't know what the problem could be. Okay, well, you know, just reborn things. Alright, moving on with the draft.
Yep.
Lich, Ogre, Magi, Viper, Bristleback is a pretty tanky lineup. It definitely, like, it's a lot of armor, it's a lot of early to mid-game aggression, a lot of damage. But Lena, Doom, Winter Wyvern is solid in and of itself. Doom is pretty effective against Bristleback, pretty effective against Ogre, and Lich, of course, because they are not the kind of people. Granted, you're probably not going to be doing them as much, but definitely you have a lot of options opened up. And Dazzle coming up from the Tryhards.
Bristleback does have the advantage of you need the Aghanim's to
Yes, very true.
the Bristleback.
Yep, but I mean, we will be...
It's not the best target.
Yeah. I mean, there's no, like, single target to Doom always. I think Doom is going to have to go Ags early this game because you have to Doom the Viper and the Bristleback. Unless they pick some big ticket 5th hero. I think the two logical Dooms right now will be Viper and Bristol, so definitely Aghanims will be a priority.
Yeah.
And I mean, you always get Aghanims anyway, right? Like, pure damage is ridiculous.
Yeah. I think it still does pure without Aghanim's, but it, like, doubles it or something. Oh no, it adds 30 at max level.
Yeah, well, you know, it makes it better. Let's put it that way.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway, Dazzle coming out from the Tryhards. Very good hero. We saw it used to pretty decent effect. Last game, Shallow Grave was pretty clutch. Won a few fights for the Dire.
Yeah. And there's quite a bit of downtime times, so...
And this
might not be.
this is a quite high armor, high resistance Dire team, or Radiant team, excuse me. And so Dazzle is going to be particularly helpful when reducing that natural resistance that they have. Maybe even like an Elder Titan would have been interesting, but hey, nobody plays that hero, so who cares?
Yeah.
Wraith King banned. They made it's gonna be a faceless pick from the Tryhards, I think. That's in my wholly unprofessional opinion. They're gonna be picking faceless here.
Well, with the tiny ban, it makes a bit more sense, I guess.
Well, I mean, the Standard Deviants, I have no clue what they're gonna pick. They're gonna pick like I don't know, some kind of mid ice, or no, some kind of safe lane. But I think faceless will be the pick for the Tryhards. Let's see. Maybe it could be like, if they have an IO player, they'd be playing Bristleback IO, and then they could like, oh, Silencer. Okay, Silencer is very interesting.
Is that safe lane silencer, or is that going to be mid?
I think it'll be a safe lane Silencer. It could be a mid Silencer with like some kind of, oh, okay, a Lycan pick. Another Wazoo special. I think Faceless would have been a good pick here. I know Wazoo likes Faceless, and they banned Wraith King, which is why I was thinking, oh, they're going to pick Faceless. But no, Lycan, just fine here. I mean, he has all that minus armor and mobility to deal with, um, this team. You know, Bristleback pretty
And
quick.
he also doesn't care about the Viper at ult when he's ulted,
Gotcha. Yeah, very
which
true.
is nice.
Yep, and thankfully I have camera control this time, so that's going to be awesome. I can't wait to actually be able to, to properly cast and record this game. All right. So let's see. You want to
Don't make
introduce
me
the standard
watch.
dev or no? I did .p team. So I will introduce the standard deviants. All right, we have Lurkaderp playing Lich on the support role, I assume. Vengeance is playing Silencer in some form of core, and Noob Despair, or just Despair, will be their mid Viper. Off lane, Dr. Corporal British will be played by, or Bristleback will be played by that person. I don't know what these problems are. I Okay, alright. I mean, I can check my settings one more time. Audio, I mean, this is how it is. And I don't really want to restart right now, so... Okay, alright, well, this is something. Apparently spectators can hear me, just not my co-casters, according to Jekyll. So, alright, well, seems like a safe lane Doom. No, off lane Doom, sorry, I was thinking he was on the Radiant. I am going crazy. Lena with pooled regen.
Yeah, it is the safe lane Silencer with the Curse of the Silent level 1.
Oh, that's interesting.
Which,
And not like...
I don't know, it might just be for the Doom, because once he uses his Devour, he's got no spells.
Yeah, I think this is like a double-edged sword, because Curse is good in your lane right now, but in the long run, it is not good at all. I suppose the advantage...
I mean,
I suppose one of the advantages we'll see is that he's going to run through his mana really quick, even if he takes it off, and Doom is not an inherently high mana hero, or,
probably, yeah.
yeah. And then he won't be able to devour.
Could have waited for the ability to come off before he used the Curse of Silent, really.
Wow. Alright, well, that's interesting. Lycan, not a popular pick. I know I've watched a few pro games with him, so maybe I've just been lucky to see him. But Lycan is definitely a Wazoo hero, that's for sure. I feel so powerful with a stats person. It's a whole new world. I feel so official. And Winter Wyvern's going to be able to contest this Bristle quite a bit. Neither of the people in this lane have picked up magic wands, or magic sticks. But once they do, it'll be nice. It'll be interested to see how Lycan deals with all the aggression that'll be coming out from a lane like Lich Bristleback.
Yeah.
Let's see, the ones with over 100 games are definitely Lena, Doom, Wyvern, Dazzle.
I'm guessing it's because Lycan's only been picked, like...
Yes. I started answering. But yeah, alright. I mean, we see some mild aggression, but this is not really a kill lane per se on either side.
Yeah. I mean, the Doom might die if he gets a bit over-aggressive, but... Yeah, I don't think the... Bristleback's really gonna die.
Okay. Sorry, I'm getting messages about our audio issues. Apparently everything is fine for spectators. It's just apparently now the stats person that cannot hear me. and I would restart, but that would kind of mess everything up. So, alright, so, you know, whatever, such is life. Alright,
Watch your perspective. But
yep, and Silencer's just gonna hang out. He should be free farming, however, he only has 7 CS. 5 denies, though. And this Doom is getting pretty sufficiently bullied out of lane. Although the equilibrium is in his favor, he is not having the easiest time. He does have a mango, though, so he gets style points. And the Ogre, he used a lot of mana early, and he put a point in Bloodlust, which is very unorthodox. Generally, you see, like,
yeah, no stun.
yeah, like the earliest usually you'll see Bloodlust is level 4. But, you know, to each their own. I see, like, the reasoning behind it makes sense.
I mean, it would make sense if the Silencer was leveling glaives, but he's
Oh
not.
gosh, Silencer
He
should
might
die.
just with that,
Yeah, Doom can just run her down.
that pathing, though.
Oh gosh, still, look at us. The Bloodlust totally coming in clutch there.
Pathing.
Unless Silencer just runs over and... oh no. Yeah,
We
that
both
was...
got screwed over by the pathing there.
yeah, pathing was weird.
Silencer walked back, and then Doom walked into a tree.
That said, I think that works in the advantage of Doom in the long run. Just because, I mean, actually that's a complete lie. Doom has almost no mana, and he has only 1 tango left in a mango, so... not gonna fare very
Also
well.
level death to try and get the kill on it, so
Yeah, that's gonna hurt him.
yeah, not ideal.
Although, when they hit level 6, he can really wreak some havoc. Oh gosh, this double damage Ogre Magi. Oh no, Ogre Magi has no mana. He should be dead
And no
here.
stun. And no Orb Venom. Yeah, he's gonna die to that. What you really should have done is let the Silence get their kills so you can get the int with the last word. But, you know, guaranteeing a kill's always good, but...
Yep. I mean, it is first blood too, and every kill they get on Silencer, of course, is going to be a couple of intelligence.
Yeah, but as in, he didn't get the int because he wasn't close enough and he didn't get the kill.
Oh, okay, alright. Well, I am completely wrong. I was messaging somebody I assumed. Anyway, the, you know, kills are kills. It's not ideal, but it is still first blood. That is boots for the Ogre Magi, and he should be able to buy a TP scroll so that he can start rotating. He finished the Magic Wand. I don't know if that was intentional. I mean, a lot of times people just start circlet branches, but it's not really efficient, per se. It doesn't offer you as much as just using the money for other things and just having a stick. But that said, you know, it worked out right then. They got first blood.
Stats, so, yeah.
It's cheap stats, but, you know, it's slow boots.
Yeah.
That said, Wazoo and
He might
Lena...
have had his boots first, though. So.
oh, yeah. Well, no, he did not have boots first. Wazoo and Lena are leading the charts at 35 and 34 CS, respectively. This Bristleback is causing a lot of havoc, though. Just really hassling them in this top lane. Wazoo should die here. Oh, no, that's a lie. Wazoo is fine. This Bristleback...
Grave up on Dazzle, but
yeah, Bristle opted for a point in Goo also, which is not very efficient because he doesn't actually have the mana to support it at all. Like, he can barely use it. Wazoo's already back to full health. Neither of them have a magic wand. And, boy, should they have one.
yeah.
Anyway, Lena is going for the Yule's Rush, which should serve her pretty well. She's going the long way around to try to kill this Bristleback,
It's
but...
also very good against the Silencer Global, because...
yeah, very true. Very true.
which he didn't get, actually. Which is...
Yeah. Some silencers don't get it at 6, they get it at 9. But,
and no levels in glaives, which
yeah.
I cannot agree with.
I mean, I think he's just trying to
Even if you
dominate
just
this
want
lane.
to- Well, if you dominate the lane, you can use glaives to attack without taking creep aggro, which is really
Yeah. I mean, I agree. Just for the sake of, like, playing devil's advocate, I like, generally, alright, so what I would do is I like to max Last Word and Glaives, and I just play like a very heavy right-click hardcore carry, or even on my supports I often do that build, and between the slow you get from Last Word and the damage you get from Glaives, it's absurd the amount of damage you can do. That said, this curse is doing, you know, decently well for him, all things considered.
I mean, ideally, you'd want to get a few kills with it to make it worthwhile to
Yeah.
help you move into the mid game a bit more.
And Doom has rotated into the jungle, so they basically just abandoned this lane. Like, they put a Winter Wyvern on here just to soak and get 6, I assume, which is fine. I mean, they don't really need the Winter Wyvern top. Clearly, Lycan is farming just fine.
Sorry, Versabite got doomed.
Oh, okay. But he lived, so... Oh, no, he did not live. He's about to die.
Dragon Slave.
Alright, well, that's successful gank.
Yeah, that's a
Oh,
dead
boy.
Versabite. Ooh.
And harmed Viper, not quite a dead Viper, but...
The maxed corrosive skin actually on this Viper.
Yep, definitely against a Lina, where you're going to be taking Dragon Slaves to the face. Max Corrosive Skin is a pretty solid build. Lycan killing
Lycan
Lion.
just killed
Lech, rather.
bitch. Yeah.
Diving right on in.
Armor on the towers really slows down the push.
Yeah, 25 armor on a tower, that's a lot of armor.
And it also slows the attacks, which
Mhm.
is...
Oh boy, and Viper is going to come in on here. Wazoo should live, maybe? Yeah, he's fine.
Poison attack.
He's never been better.
Yeah, Lycan's a slow hero, and
Yeah.
you're not leveling the
Lina rotated up top.
poison touch.
Lina rotated up top, which is nice intimidation-wise, but realistically, she can do at most like one combo of LSA Dragon
She
Slave.
doesn't even have mana for that.
Well, I mean, now she does, and she has 2
She's only
wand
just got
charges.
enough mana for it.
But she certainly does not have enough mana for Laguna Blade and anything else. Granted, it's level 1 Laguna, so... Yeah, so I mean, I think there's just an overestimation of mana. And granted, like, if they did dive, the Lina would have been able to do something, so it's fair. But at the same time, she basically just TP'd somewhere to run home.
Silencer might even die bottom lane here.
Against
That was
just
close.
Winter Wyvern? Gosh.
Yeah, the Splintervest almost hit him, but he's just out of the range.
See, there's a haste bottom, nobody's picking up. And a Viper has now passed Lina in farm. Let's see a net worth, though. Net worth is... Lina is ahead by just a couple hundred. And Lina's working up to that,
Ooh.
Oh my gosh. They have all the delete hero buttons.
He's gonna get away.
He's not gonna get away.
But
Oh, he will.
skin.
Yeah, I was gonna say corrosive skin, all that magic resist. Let's see, will he live? Oh, he gets denied.
He didn't need that. He didn't need that.
He had 19 health left, and he had 1 tick left.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Did he? Oh, okay, I can't go back and check, but
Yeah, I promise I'm not lying to you. I could be wrong, though. That has been known to happen, so... Alright, let's see if Alina can kill this ogre. Oh, she assumed ogre was going to keep walking, but he does not. That said, he should die.
dead again on top lane. And Silencer clicked on a wolf with his last word.
Oh, and a long range Dragon Slave coming out. Silencer, rotating top. Silencer will be going for that 4-staff rush, or possibly an Atos rush, which are 2 very common items on Silencer. It's rare to say that Atos is a common item on a hero, but Silencer is one of the select few, C only, heroes that actually consistently buys Atos.
Skarath builds it.
Well, Skyrath kind of builds it. It's in his recommended, I'll put it that way.
Well, yeah.
Yules is almost up on Lina, who will not be building an Atos, although carry Lina is quite good with Atos. LSA coming out, and Dragon Slave combo. It's dangerous to do these combos when you have brown boots and no bottle charges left. And he opted to pick up his Staff of Wizardry instead of the Void Stone earlier, so he does not have that magic regen, mana regen rather. He is out farming the
Yeah,
enemy mid
dropping
though.
the wizardry and getting all the runes is not too bad.
Yeah, he does have Yules now, so
Only
he is
one
in
level sacrifice as well.
full fighting form. Yeah, I mean, sacrifice, it's still, like, it's fine at level 1. It's still a good ability, but I think it might have been more productive to me only have one level in ice armor or something.
Yeah, I think it's more the attack slow than the,
Yeah, I mean, ice armor does not scale terribly well. Like, an extra 2 armor per level is nice in the long run, but it's not enough to warrant, sacrificing a bit of damage on Frost Blast or some denied XP from, Fafnir running into the... Oh, that was a little unnecessary, but, and he just punches the Viper to death. Viper
he
should...
doesn't have enough. The Viper's gonna get the kill.
Oh, no, he won't.
Oh, the grave. That's
Dazzle, good hero, unless... Oh, no. Oh, boy. This is the danger zone. You should live. Alright, that's a lot of healing they can do.
why even heal?
That was scary. Real nail
That
biter.
was far closer than it should have been.
Yeah. Yep.
The multicast on the now maxed ignite. The value point.
Let's see how this goes. The global silence coming out, not terribly necessary, but it is what it is. Doom picked up drums, very common Doom item. Fafnir killing Bristleback somewhere mid lane.
Mid. Yeah.
That was without
Oh,
that was
just soloing Roche.
yeah. That is
And
definitely a
he's going
thing.
for the Necro book.
Yeah, I like the Necro Book. I know Solar Crest is a very common Lycan item that a lot of players favor. But I mean, I'm a Necro Book devotee. Granted, I do not like Lycan. I very, very rarely play the hero. But yeah, and they are pinging out the Roshan now, but this Radiant team, I don't think they can get there in time.
It's a bit late. I think Lena could have killed Lich then.
Yeah, I mean, Lich is so behind and Luna is so ahead that I think she could just decide to kill that person whenever. And Wazoo's just like hanging out, just having a good time, right? Like, let's see. Score-wise, he's 2-0, 80 CS, 9 denies. Just walking around the map, finding farm here, finding a Roche there, relaxing. And this game is not looking nearly as equal as the previous game. Previous game was super back and forth, but this one we see the XP chart going handily in the favor of the Dire, and the gold chart is just about 7,500 in the Dire's favor at 16 minutes, which by no means is insurmountable, but you know.
I mean, yeah, this silencer didn't get that much in safe lane.
Yeah, it's a rough life. We'll see, and
he was against a solo Wyvern for quite a while.
he was. Yeah, I mean, he almost died to the Wyvern once.
Yeah, that was.
So you never know. Let's see. Doom is not going to die to this Viper here because Scorched Earth is an obscene ability.
Yes.
Let's see. He gets this. He used it when he was level 3, so it was 36 damage per second. Let's see. Will he get the... Oh, a Dragon Slave just barely missing. But to be fair, that was an incredibly hard one to hit. And they split up. Delta split. Doom will die.
Doom will die. Finally.
Oh gosh, he picked too many targets. Alright, he kills one.
Before he dies, there you go.
Alright, well, you know,
Yeah,
that's 2 for 1. 2 for 1, not ideal. But that said, Bristleback will just die to Lycan. Oh god, no, Lycan miss micros. He should be able to just walk right on out, though. His ult will fade in a few seconds, but he has enough time. Almost perfectly timed. Right when he got back to tower, it faded. And he'll have a Necro 2 whenever he wants it. Dazzle getting some levels, getting some farm in mid. He's going for that medallion build. I suppose that's why Lycan did not opt for the medallion because, Dazzle with the medallion is pretty efficient. Dazzle's not a hero that needs a ton of items, so he's an easy medallion carrier. And, of course, you stack up medallion with weave, and then you have physical damage coming out from Poison Touch and from Shadow Wave.
Ooh,
Gonna be doing a lot of
Luna
damage.
just used her combo on the creeps, and
Yep.
then people started fighting.
And Lena also heals all the way back up to full health with that regen rune. Handy dandy regen rune.
Use as well. I
Yes.
think it expired.
No, I think he used it and then activated the Yules.
Oh, I thought he had like dungeon time on him, but
You could be right. I'm not sure. I mean, it was the time to use it too, so. Ogre Magi, quite tanky. Will he live? He will live. They have to waste Doom on it, though. That said, they're going to dive in and kill the Viper. Bristleback, also dead. They're just
Poison ulted.
walking right over this
Yeah.
Radiant team. I think Radiant team needs some team fight here. Maybe like a Tidehunter, but, hindsight 2020 and all. Lena will be going for the Aghanims.
Silence is not doing huge amounts for them right now.
No, it does not appear
He's
so.
got his 4-step recipe. He hasn't, still hasn't got his 4-step.
Yeah,
He's on the same last hits he was on like 5 minutes ago.
Yeah, he, despite his like relatively easy laning phase, he has not transitioned into getting a bunch of kills and moving around the
He hasn't got
map.
any in yet.
Yeah, it's a rough life to be silencer in this game.
It's sad.
And Lena can pretty easily kill him whenever she has Laguna up. Especially, she forgot to level Laguna to level 2 at level 11 and level 12. I assume that's a mistake. But, she's still getting kills without it, but that is not the build,
Yeah.
friends.
Yeah. It's somewhat confusing.
It's interesting. Lycan opted, he got Necro 1, and now he's going BKB or maybe Deso. I mean, they did buff the lower levels of Necro, but I think Necro 3 is still the play. If you buy Necro 1, the logical progression should be buy Necro 3. But maybe he's just like, oh, well, maybe they want to end the game quick and do a big push with next Roshan, so he wants to get a Deso. Or maybe he's just like, alright, this Ogre Magi is giving me a bunch of problems, I'm going to just go BKB. We will see. If we look at this net worth chart, though, top 3 are all dire, and then Radiant are all middle of the pack. Only the supports trailing behind. And Lich. Sad, sad Lich at 2200. Working on a mechanism which will be pretty significant. Healing is nice against Doom. Healing is nice in general, of course. So we'll see how that goes. We've seen that from the Dire team, which just killed the Viper, that their healing has
They did use a Doom for it,
been
and
incredibly
looks
useful.
like Doom for Shiva's next.
Yeah, I mean, the items are just
I can't
piling
believe
up.
it's a Hex.
No, and it's probably not an Octarine either. So, yeah, I think Shiva's is the play here.
Oh, he didn't devour the creep before he walked away.
Really, I think Ags is the play here, like Ags Blink. But, I mean, if you're going to buy a Mystic
Yeah.
Staff, you may as well buy a Shiva's, right? And, yeah.
I mean, yeah, the armor's good. I mean, they don't have... Yeah, there's lots of magic damage, though, that's the thing.
Yeah, and I mean, it does, what, like 200 damage in that AoE, so Shiva's has some nice
Yeah.
points to it. And Shiva's is just, good item. Let's see, the Aura reduces attack speed of enemies. Doesn't really matter in this game. Let's see. I mean, I think the big problem here for this Radiant team that we are seeing, and they are painfully aware of, we are, depending on who you're rooting for, painfully aware of, is that they have just no map control. They're being aggressively warded. They have like a couple defensive wards. They can barely push past like their T2s, which don't even exist anymore. Now they're trying for a push, it looks like. But, I mean, if they push, they're just going to get traded on. And the trade that they take is not going to be to their advantage.
Especially with the Lycan, who, if they win a fight, they'll
Yeah.
be probably a Rax at this point.
Easily. And since there's no T2s, once this is taken, and it is taken, now they can just rotate through and take all the Raxes in succession.
Yeah. So some good news for you. This Lena's finally got ult at level 13.
Nice. All right. I assume it was just a misclick. I assume so. But you never know.
Wow,
People do
they're
some
gonna
weird
lose
builds.
this T3 for free.
Yeah. I mean, this Radiant
And Rax as well, by the looks of it.
yeah. Radiant team is just not having a good time with this Lycan. They're like struggling to deal with it. Viper, not terribly good against Lycan because Viper Strike is negated by Lycan ult, because Lycan ult is like,
Yeah.
what is it? I'm trying to think of the word to describe it.
It's
Well, yeah, I mean, it's 650 move speed,
yeah.
but it cannot go any slower than maximum. So you can't slow it unless you stun him, or like you trap
Yeah,
him.
they can't be slowed.
So Viper ult, not terribly good against him. Neither is Ogre Magi is slow.
Great.
Silencer slow, not significant. Lich slow is not significant. And Goo slow is not significant. Lycan was quite the pick. I mean, as much as I was saying Faceless during the drafting phase, I think this Lycan has worked out. And it helps that it's like the comfort hero for Wazoo.
Yeah.
We do finally see the Force Staff come out from Silencer. It was not the Atos that I was praying for, but in all fairness,
I mean,
Force Staff
I
was
think,
probably
yeah,
the better
Force
play.
Staff, especially as Atos doesn't work against Lycan.
Yeah, yep, very true. And Lena can purge the Atos off, although Atos cooldown is very low. And
10 seconds.
Atos against Doom is pretty nice, but and also because you do get...
He's not what they're worrying about right now.
That's very true.
And you're going to be Shiva's slowed anyway, which is the same slow amount and duration, so
Yeah.
they'll effectively negate.
Also, it's nice to have the extra couple hundred hit points against just being doomed. But yeah, I mean, Atos is not an item that most people think of either when they're thinking of itemizing. So I imagine Silencer next we'll see like an Orchid, or maybe even Ag's Refresher, but that's a little dated.
So you know it's a sad game when you've got no win at 25 minutes.
yeah, that's for sure. It's been a pretty low kill game though, and we see a smoke coming out from the Radiant. This is exciting.
I mean,
Smoke, you know, if it's 3 and 13, you want to make it 4 and 13. Oh, are they gonna go into Roche?
3 assists.
This is big. This is possibly the okay. Well, they did not get the kill. Lycan just waltzes right on out of there. Oh gosh, and Lena's TPing in.
TP boots.
Everything is just disaster. In the words of our Lord and Savior Toby 1, disaster. That said, I lied. It's 1 for 1 right now. Grand Wazoo may fall. He is
Might die to that.
nope, he's not. Oh my god, Dazzle, what a good hero.
Glimmer Cape.
Okay, disaster confirmed. Not going perfectly.
Oh, he
Or not going as
died
planned.
Roshan.
Ogre Magi, that was a nice
And
play.
Silencer now has 2 int.
Silencer, it's a solid 2 int. It's 2 more than he used to have. But he will die here, so, you know.
Indeed.
Oh my gosh, he could have Dragon Slave for the kill, but instead he decided, nope, insult to injury, let's Laguna them. That was like the ideal entry. Oh my gosh, and the GG gets called. That's,
Yeah.
I would say early because no rack, well, 1 rack's been taken, but
Well,
that's
I don't
rough.
think they could defend with that.
No, they couldn't. Generally, you see people play it out. Alright, well, I think the first game was very good, and the second game, also going to Dotp, it ends up being a 2-0. I think this was a more commanding victory. Definitely seeing Dotp on Comfort Heroes was a bit different than the first game.
Yeah.
And I think I would say it's an outdraft, right? Would you agree?
Yeah, I think all this, just the reliance on slows and just no stuns at all on the... But it had 1 stun on the Ogre.
Yeah, I think if they had...
Lycan just sort of run around you.
Yeah, I think Lycan was their big...
The silencer's not
problem.
great. It
I-
doesn't
yeah.
carry at all, really.
Yeah, I mean, Silencer Carry works, but it's just like, I don't know.
Yeah,
Silent...
they didn't do anything this game.
Yeah, that's for sure. Lycan, you know, if you got to deal with a Lycan getting snares and stuns, you don't get slows. So I think the Lycan surprise 5th pick was a big deal. Although they did ban it last game, so maybe it just passed by the radar. Alright, well, This has been a fun cast, fun recording if you're watching it on YouTube, and thank you, Jekyll, for being my lovely co-caster this game, the Vanna White to my whoever the host of that show was. And again, you know, I'm at Ursini on Twitter. I don't know. Do you have anything to plug, Jekyll? Anything you'd like?
I am fine.
All right. Well, that's it's very humble. All right. Well, thanks for watching. Have a good night.